Everybody's got a billion-dollar idea in their head, they just don't think it's good enough to act on it. But know this. If you don't do it, somebody else will, so why not take the risk? The people on this list, they did it, and they made billions because they dared to change the world for the better. And now it's your turn. Here are 15 problems that made billionaires. The constant need for better communication. Back in the day, socializing was all about landline phones and snail mail. Then, boom, the internet happened. But still, something was missing. Mark Zuckerberg, a college kid who was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we could all stay connected online? And that's how Meta, formerly known as Facebook, was born. It started as this little thing just for college students, and now it's this mega giant where people post cat memes, sell stuff, and have endless and sometimes pointless debates. Zuck didn't just hit the jackpot though, he disrupted the way that we socially interact on a daily basis, and now Meta's become the gargantuan tech conglomerate that owns multiple platforms, including WhatsApp and Instagram, and now they're getting ready to launch their Twitter-like platform. Social media made Zuck a billionaire, and it's going to continue to make others in the future. The only question is, who's going to come up with the next big thing? A lack of convenient transportation. Have you ever tried hailing a cab in the pouring rain? Yeah, not fun. Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp had the same struggle, and they knew instantly, somebody's got to fix this. That light bulb moment led to the creation of Uber, the app that lets you order private cabs just like the rich. These guys literally transformed how we get around. Who needs to own a car when you can just tap a screen and have someone drive you around? Not to mention the side hustle it can offer. Need some extra cash? Well, if you've got a car, just start driving people places. Uber turned Travis and Garrett into billionaires because they found demand and they were quick to satisfy it. Back in the day, only the ultra-wealthy used to afford a personal driver. Now this kind of service is right at your fingertips. And the founders deserve all the billions in the world for that. Payment inefficiencies. Only the older folks are going to remember this, but imagine the following. You want to buy some cool stuff online, but sending a check in the mail is so last century. And wiring money? A total pain in the rear. Elon Musk and his business partners were like, yeah, let's make this a bit easier. They came up with PayPal, and suddenly, sending money was as easy as sending a text. You could buy, sell, and trade without ever touching the cash. PayPal was such a game changer that Elon sold his share of it for $175.8 million back in 2002 when it sold to eBay. That was a crucial moment in Elon's career because after this exit, he was able to reinvest his money into other ventures, which over time made him the richest person in the world. Payment services will continue to improve in the future, so this market will always be open to new disruptions. Because look, people don't like to wait for their money to arrive in their bank account. That's why some love crypto. And a world where secure and instant money transfers is closer than you think. Upcoming innovations will definitely spawn a new generation of billionaires. Will you be among them? Inefficient traditional retail. Jeff Bezos looked at the traditional retail market and saw a ton of inefficiencies. People had to drive to stores, walk through aisles, wait in lines. It wasn't exactly the epitome of convenience. Now, with a vision in mind, Bezos created Amazon as an online bookstore originally. However, he didn't stop there. Amazon quickly expanded into selling practically everything. We're talking gadgets, groceries, even garden gnomes. With just a few clicks, you could have anything delivered to your doorstep. This revolutionized the retail industry and made Jeff Bezos insanely wealthy. It's almost hard to imagine a world without Amazon these days. Software inaccessibility. In the early days of computers, software wasn't exactly user-friendly. That was until Bill Gates and Steve Jobs came along. Gates co-founded Microsoft with the goal of making software accessible and useful for everyone, not just the tech-savvy. Microsoft's Windows operating system was a game-changer. People could now interact with computers using icons and a mouse rather than typing out complex commands. This made computers much more approachable for the average person. Microsoft didn't just stop at operating systems, though. No. They branched out into productivity software, gaming, and more. Over time, Bill Gates became one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet, and Microsoft became synonymous with personal computing. Things that we take for granted and use every single day. Pretty much every billion-dollar idea rests on this kind of demand: a lack of online video content. Before YouTube, sharing cat videos online was a bit of a hassle, right? File sizes were massive, and there wasn't really any dedicated platform for it. This is where Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Jawed Karim stepped in. They came up with YouTube, a website where anyone could upload and share videos. It started off pretty small, but quickly exploded in popularity. From cat videos and vlogs to education content and entertainment, YouTube has it all. Google noticed this and decided to acquire YouTube, making the trio very, very wealthy. YouTube has since become a cultural phenomenon, giving rise to a new generation of content creators and even changing how we consume media. 122 million people use YouTube every single day, and monthly, we're talking about 2.1 billion active users. That's 26% of the global population using the same platform. No wonder YouTube made so many people insanely rich. High cost of space travel. We've already talked a bit about Elon, but he's got his hands in so many industries, it's hard not to mention him a couple of times. So after many space missions failed by NASA, Elon realized that space travel was insanely expensive and inaccessible. A challenge accepted moment happened soon after. With SpaceX, his goal is to reduce the cost of getting to space and ultimately make it possible for humans to live on other planets. But this isn't just about launching rockets, though. No, it's about revolutionizing space technology. SpaceX developed the Falcon and Dragon spacecraft, which were designed to be reusable, a huge step in reducing costs. Now, SpaceX is a key player in the space industry, launching satellites, resupplying the International Space Station, and developing the Starship for Mars colonization. Now, you might want to pay attention to this because once the technology is good enough, an arms race to colonize space will begin, and it might start happening in the next couple of decades. Limited access to global markets for small businesses and consumers. In China, before the advent of Alibaba, a small business had limited access to global markets, and consumers didn't have a lot of options for buying products, especially from international sellers. But Jack Ma, who had a vision for opening up the Chinese market to the world, he founded Alibaba. Alibaba.com became the go-to platform for businesses around the world to secure products directly from manufacturers, typically at a lower price. This was groundbreaking, especially for small businesses. But Jack Ma didn't stop there. Under the umbrella of Alibaba Group, he also launched Taobao, which centers on individual consumers, and Tmall, which is geared toward higher-end branded products. Through these platforms, consumers in both China and around the world get access to a plethora of products, both domestic and international. Alibaba's success didn't just create a more connected marketplace in China, it also changed global trade. Jack Ma's empire flourished, making him one of the wealthiest and most influential figures in the business world. Difficulty in online selling for small businesses. Back in the late 90s, if you were a small business or an individual looking to sell something online, your options were pretty limited. Pierre Omidyar, a computer programmer, well, he spotted a gap and created eBay as a side project. Little did he know his online auction site would take the world by storm. eBay democratized online selling, allowing anyone to auction off items to the highest bidder. It wasn't just a marketplace, it became a community. Whether you were looking to sell a rare collectible or find a vintage piece, eBay was the place to be. Omidyar's simple idea to create an online auction site catapulted him to billionaire status and changed the face of e-commerce forever. An inefficient hospitality industry. Brian Chesky, Nathan Blacharczyk, and Joe Gebbia came up with a brilliant idea when they realized how difficult and expensive it was to find accommodations while traveling. Hotels were often overbooked or way too pricey. So they thought, what if people could rent out their own spaces to travelers? Well, soon after, Airbnb was born, allowing individuals to list their homes, apartments, or even just a room for a short-term rental. This didn't just shake up the hospitality industry, it turned it on its head. Airbnb has made travel more accessible and authentic for many, and in the process, made its founders billionaires. Complexity and high fees in financial trading. Stock trading was once seen as something that only the wealthy or financial experts could participate in. Vlad Tenev and Baiju Bhatt decided to change this notion with their app, Robinhood. They aim to democratize finance and make stock trading accessible to everyone regardless of their financial background. Robinhood's app was a hit, offering commission-free trades and a user-friendly interface. Suddenly, everyday people were empowered to invest in the stock market. Vlad and Baiju's vision to simplify stock trading not only disrupted the financial industry, but also amassed them a pretty little fortune. Limited access to education. Education is crucial, but not everyone has access to affordable and quality learning resources. And that's where entrepreneurs like Daphne Koller and Andrew Ng stepped in with Coursera. They wanted to make education more accessible by offering courses from top universities online, often for free or at a low cost. This opened up a world of opportunities for people who might not have the means or ability to attend traditional education institutions. And similarly, there's Aaron Bali, who co-founded Udemy, another platform that allows experts to create courses on various topics. These edtech platforms, besides making the world a better and more educated place, also make their founders extremely wealthy. That's kinda the best of both worlds, really. Cybersecurity threats. In a world where cyber threats are a growing concern, Nir Zuk saw an opportunity. He realized that as technology advanced, so did the sophistication of cyber attacks. Companies and individuals needed better protection, and that's when Nir Zuk founded Palo Alto Networks. His company focused on next-generation firewalls and security solutions that could keep up with the ever-evolving landscape of cyber threats. Nir Zuk's innovation in cybersecurity didn't just make the digital world safer, it also made him a billionaire. His success is proof that solving pressing issues in the tech world can be both beneficial to society and very lucrative. The inaccessibility of DNA sequencing. So before the 2000s, DNA sequencing was an incredibly expensive and time-consuming process. It was virtually inaccessible for the average person, and its potential for personalized medicine was untapped. Anne Wojcicki, along with Linda Avery and Paul Kusenza, saw an opportunity in making DNA sequencing accessible to consumers. So they co-founded 23andMe with the goal of helping people to understand and explore their own genetic makeup. Through a simple saliva test, 23andMe provides insights into ancestry, genetic traits, and potential health risks. This innovation not only empowered individuals to learn more about their genetics, but also made Anne Wojcicki one of the prominent figures in consumer healthcare. 23andMe's success in making DNA testing accessible to the masses is an excellent example of how addressing a need in healthcare can lead to a significant entrepreneurial success. Sustainable energy challenges. The world has been facing an energy crisis, and Elon Musk, yes, him again, decided to tackle this head-on with Tesla. He wanted to prove that electric vehicles, or EVs, could be better, quicker, and more fun to drive than gasoline cars. But Tesla is more than just a car company. That's a misconception. It's a technology and energy company. From battery storage to solar products, Tesla is at the forefront of sustainable energy solutions. Elon Musk's vision for a sustainable energy future is not only helping to combat climate change, but has also established him as one of the most influential tech entrepreneurs of the 21st century. And who knows, maybe in the near future everyone will own an EV. But there are a lot of changes on the way and enough meat on the bone for more future billionaires to chew on. Having the cars is the next step, but now we need the necessary infrastructure to support that switch. So who's going to take care of that one? And there you have it, Aluxer. These are 15 of the many problems that made and will continue to make billionaires. Now we're curious to ask, if you were to fix a problem in this world, which one would you tackle and how would you do it? Big question, we know. Drop your answer in the comments below. We're always curious to hear your thoughts. And with all of this said, it's time to wrap up this video. If you found the information valuable, don't forget to return the favor by tipping us with a like and a share. And as always, thanks for watching, my friend. If you'd like to learn some more, hey, check out this video next.